today guys, we're going to look at team defense. So with respect to team defense, we've already done our individual tackle work, right? We know we're going to go up and make our one-on-one tackles, low thigh dominant tackles with help from the inside. But with respect to team defense, what's our number one goal?
Take away time and space.
Yeah, we want to take away their time and space. And when we do that, we're going to put them under pressure. And what type of pressure are they going to feel, Liam? Physical pressure, yeah. Because as we know, the best players in the world will make mistakes. Now, our main outcomes here are that we want to get the ball back in 5 phases or less. Now, if we put them under pressure, what could happen to that attacking team? What could they do to give us the ball back? Knock on, turnover, bad passes, or what else, Brock, when they run out of options?
Just kick the ball.
Yeah, they're going to kick the ball back to us. And as we know, counter-attack ball is the best type of ball to utilize. Now that we just focused on the me part of defense, now we're going to focus on the we. And this is the team organization, team responsibilities. We're going to start with flatline defense, defending around the ruck. So these 2 soccer dudes that are on the ground, they're simulating the edges of the ruck. What we've then set up is defense on each side. Now, what we're going to do with Ontario is use the same terminology as our Ontario Arrows, our professional team. So what we're looking at is guard, shield, action. Now, Andrew, what's the role of the guard in this situation? Excellent. Excellent. So the guard is about a step off the edge of the ruck. What stance are you in, Andrew? Yes, down nice and low. Because if it's a pick and go situation, Andrew's going to be looking at tackling shoe tops. Because we're going to try to disrupt that pick and go situation. So Andrew stays home in the guard position. And even if 9 comes on a runner across, Andrew stays home in the guard position. He does not move from there until the ball has been passed away. So we go from the guard, we then go to the shield. The shield is about a step and a half over from the guard. And Buster, what's the shield's job? Okay, so he's taking care of the 9. So if the scrum half comes on a Gregan line across, Buster takes care of the 9, allowing the guard to stay home. If a situation occurs with a pick and go, the shield can assist with the guard in that situation, and then anything coming in this channel, that shield can take care of. And if the ball is moved to the actions channel, the shield then becomes what we see as the hunt, and we'll see that later on, but he'll look after his inside shoulder. Now, the big thing about team defense is we always talk about the power of 3. You look after yourself and the man and woman on each side of you. So we always protect the inside shoulder of the person on the outside of us. We then go guard, shield, action. This is our more dynamic tackler, and this person may be going on the first receiver, covering any tight line that comes in, but again, pressuring in the flat line. Now, once we set up like this, as we know, rugby's a very dynamic game. Breakdowns occur, and the key for our team defense is reorganization. And we call that RAP, realign at pace. So if we can realign quickly, Brock, what does that do to our gameplay?
Allows our line speed to go a lot better and put them under a lot more pressure.
Yeah, awesome, buddy. Because RAP equals line speed. So the faster we can realign and organize, get width in our defense, right, the better we can be. So we're just going to show you an exercise now that works on our realignment and organization. This is just a warm-up, and we would do that at the beginning of a defensive practice.
Set, ready, hey! Ready, head! Push her! I'm saying shoot!
So guys, when we're wrapping around that ruck, so the ball's been moved, a breakdown's occurred, there's space we need to cover there. What's your thought process as you're coming around the ruck? Kobe, what are you thinking?
Making sure that I cover the first slot beside the ruck.
Yeah.
Make sure no one picks and goes right there.
Yeah.
And then when the support comes from the inside, you communicate with them, making sure that you get pushed out wide.
So what did you filled in at the guard kind of shield area,
And then Brock came on the inside of me and told me to push out, so I moved in.
and then you pushed out to the space to get what in the defense? Good, excellent. Now, the big focus for us is that nobody is going through the middle, right? And the work we did in our tackle, you see, if you're going to try to go through the middle of our defense, there's going to be a price to pay, right? That's why we do the hard work of the individual tackling, and then we move from there. Now, in this exercise, what are we using as the extra defender? The sideline. So we're going to force them to the sideline with our defensive organization and use that as the extra defender. Now that we've already looked at ruck defense and our wrap, realigning at pace around the ruck, what we're going to look at now is our line defense. Preferably, we're talking about ball, hunt, and jam. We're going to start by looking at the ball and the jam with this 2v2 exercise. Look at first here is the role of the defender on the ball and then that outside man who we call the jam. We have two scrum halves passing, and this is a 2v2 situation. So you'll see two attackers attacking two bags. What we're looking for is they've just realigned at pace and set their line. So once you're in the line, Buster, what are you going to say? Set, and then when that 9 pulls the ball, hit. And then once we hear hit, then we're looking at line speed. Again, taking away time and space. Let's see what it looks like. Go ahead, Coach.
Like a ball! Push inside!
Like a ball!
Set! Jam!
All right, guys. So we did a couple of attacks there, and how was the line speed?
Good.
Line speed was good, right? So that first receiver received the ball, felt pressure, and then moved the ball. Now, Kennedy, you were the second receiver there. Were you under a lot of pressure?
Yes.
You were. So what did you do with your running line?
I had to change my line to an inside.
Yeah, you came inside and ran that tight line. Now, as a defender, Buster, what did you need to do when she ran that tight line?
I needed to not overcommit and track inside.
Yeah, you needed, hey, that's excellent. Not overcommit and then track inside. And again, we call that the jam. So we had intense pressure on the ball. That forced the second receiver to feel pressure and change their line, and we jammed that up. Okay, let's look at it again.
Yep.
Jam! I got one! Set! Hey, ball! Set! I got two!
Great job. Intense pressure, forcing the attack to change their line. Now, what's the key there, Brock? What do you think when this guy is jamming that line? Should he turn his shoulders and go right at it, or should he stay square?
No, you want to make sure you stay square, so that if there's a ball ever went out the back door on a pull or something, you can adapt to that and change your angle.
Yeah, excellent. Because just like in our last session when we talked about creating a weak shoulder on the defender, we want to maintain a square body position so that if they go out the back door or bring in that inside runner, we can utilize that split step to make that left shoulder tackle. All right, well done. Let's now go to 3v3 and talk about the role of the hunt.